Hello everyone, welcome to Global Online. So as you know that we are discussing our marketing management unit 90 unit number 6. So this is our lecture number 9 in which we are going to cover the pricing strategies. Tomorrow onwards we will start with the next part of this unit, that is strategic management. Okay. The portion of advanced marketing which is mentioned in unit 7 of your syllabus will be covered later on after completion of strategic management portion. Okay, let's before starting, there is an important information for you that the exam is very close now. Only 60 days are left, so we have bought a revision crash course for June 2023 exam. If you take this course, you will get complete video lectures, complete syllabus notes which are in downloadable PDF form. Then mock tests are also being provided. Then the major treasure of this course is 2000 plus MCQ question bank, which covers most expected, most repeated, and all the PYQs with explanation. Okay, this can be accessed on both laptops and mobile. And the major advantage of this course is, if you take the paper 2 course, you will get paper 1 totally free. Okay, so you have to join, download the Global Online app. After downloading you have to just visit the store button to click. Let me tell you. The fees of this course is 10,000, but as the 60% discount offer is still there, you can buy it in 4,000 only. To join, if you still face any difficulty, you can contact on the given numbers. So first you will have to download the Global Online app. After downloading, in the home interface, click on the store button. After clicking on the store button, you will have to just search the UGC Net Management. You will get this course. After joining this course, after making payment, you can access all the contents provided here. Let's understand what is pricing. Pricing is basically what? It's a process by to determine what the manufacturer will receive in exchange of its product. Okay, pricing is not only done for the product; it is also done for both products and services. Okay, pricing depends on various factors like the manufacturing cost, raw material cost, profit margins, etc. These are the common points. Now let's come to the what are the objectives of pricing. Objectives of pricing means what? First, the company wants to maximize its profit in the short run. So it will have to formulate a pricing strategy and implement it and evaluate it properly. Okay, then optimization of profits in the long run. If your company has to earn optimum profit in the long run, so it will have to adopt pricing strategy accordingly. Then maximum return on investment. Every company invests in different various resources like infrastructure, equipments, raw materials. So it ascertains, it hopes some return. So for proper constant return, a company has to formulate its pricing policy or a pricing strategy. Then decreasing sales. This is not decreasing, this should be increasing sales turnover. When a company has to generate high sale, if a company wants to sell in large quantity, it will move for what? It will have to form. Then next is fulfill sales target value. Then obtain target market share. Penetration. To penetrate the market, penetration pricing is generally used. Then when a company introduces its products in new market, it will have to formulate proper pricing strategy and adopt it. Then tackle competition. According to competition, a company has to keep keep changing its pricing policy on the basis of what type of competition is going on. Then recover investment fast. So these were the basic objectives behind behind the pricing which are adopted which are formulated and mainly achieved by the different companies. Now let's see what is process of price setting. How company sets its prices for its product. Let's see. These are the following. Through these 6 steps, company sets prices for its product. First, the company has to identify the price objectives of the firm. Then analysis of demand is done. After analyzing the demand, the company has to estimate the production cost, how much cost the production process will incur, including all the raw material, labor, then is the establishments, etc. Then compare the prices kept by the competitor and its prices of the cost and the cost of production are compared together. Then fixed pricing method. Here the company selects which of the pricing method it should adopt, and then it finalizes the prices. Okay. Now let's see what are the factors affecting pricing. Okay, factors basically it includes the following factors into account. First is what? Fixed and variable cost. Fixed cost, which is not which is constant in nature, it doesn't change. And variable cost is what? Variable cost is basically the prices which varies from the units produced. Okay, then competition is also an important factor. Company objectives. According to company objectives, company has to has a major impact on its pricing policy. Okay, then fourth is proposed positioning strategies. What type of positioning a company wants to make in the minds of customer, what type of image it want to create in the customer's mind. So this for this company has to follow up the pricing is a major factor involved in creating a good position in the market. Then target group and willingness to pay. So to whom customer to which segments the company is targeting is also an important part. It affects the pricing. And how much the customer is willing to pay is also an important part. An organization can adopt number of pricing strategies and will usually be used on the corporate objectives. Okay, on the basis of the corporate objectives, the company has to formulate its pricing strategy. Now let's start one by one discussing various pricing strategy. First is about penetration. You all know, here first the company, whenever the product is introduced in the market, first low prices are set for it, and then the motive behind setting low prices is about to increasing the sale and to maximize the marketing share. Once the market share has been captured by the firm as well, then it will increase the prices. For example, a television satellite company sets low price to the subscribers and then increases the prices as the customer base increases. The motive behind penetration pricing is what? To increase the customer base. Then skimming pricing is what? The organization sets at high prices at the initial stage and later on gradually decreases them. Okay, the organization sets the initial high price and then slowly lowers the price and make the product available to the wider market. Firstly, what they target a particular segment where it is sold, it will be sold at high price, and later to capture a wide market, they gradually declare decrease the prices. Okay, the objective of skimming is to skimming the profits of the buyer by the layer. Of the market is what? Layer by layer. Then example. Oh, that mosquito bit, so I get confused. A game console company, here an example is there. A game console company reduces the price of the console over the 5 years, charging premium at launch and lowest prices near the end of its life cycle. Here what? In the initial stage of life cycle, which is introduction, the prices will be high and later on it will be lowered. Then competition prices is what? Setting a prices comparison with the competitors. Here company will focus what the competitor is setting on the similar type of product. According to him, either less, more, or equal price will be set by the respective firm as compared to its after comparing with its competitor. Then premium pricing is what the price is set high to indicate that the product is exclusive. For example, Apple iPhone, it's what exclusive, na? So here prices are already kept high to show that the products are very status to product, that to show that the products are status symbol and they are exclusive in nature. Very few people buy such products. Then complementary pricing is a collective term used to describe the captive marketing pricing tactics. Okay, basically complementary pricing is about, it's a method by which one or two or more complementary products like a mobile and charger and earphone, these are the complementary products. So the prices set for it will be termed as what, complementary pricing, while the complementary product printer inkjet are priced at a higher level in order to cover any shortfall sustained by the first product. If a product fails to earn profit, so it can use another product to compensate it. Then we have psychological pricing, you all know, that is what, 99 only. Psychological pricing, the seller here will consider the psychology of the price. Here the psychology of the price will be considered, and the positioning of price within the marketplace. Here marketing will here positioning will be done on the basis of what, on the basis of its price, 99 only, 399 only, 299 only. So here the seller will charge 999 instead of rupees 1000, 199 instead of 200. So these are the examples you generally see where when the sales or in a particular occasion it is shown. The reason why this method work is because the buyer will still say that the price is low and buy this product. Okay, here the difference is usually of what, 1 rupee. Remember this. Then we have product line pricing. Product line pricing is what, pricing different products within the same product range at different price points. Okay, then an example here is what, DVD manufacturers offering different DVD recorders with different features at different prices. For example, let's we have discussed about the product width. So suppose the soup product line let's get back to our restaurant or example. So here the product mix was what we had talked about, different soup. So for example, tomato soup, hot and sour soup, vegetable soup, all these will have these are part of a single product line, that is soup. So here different prices will be kept according to it. Okay, here another example is given. Then HD and non-HD version, the greater the features, the benefit obtained, the greater the consumer will pay. Then bundle pricing is what, an organization bundles the group of products at a reduced price. Okay, the organization bundles the group of products at a reduced price. Common methods are buy one and get one free. Here buy one get one free funda is used. Okay, for example, the cost of restaurant minus means are of in fact the bundle of appetizer, main course and dessert. Okay, so this is what the famous McDonald's best of menu is what, the canonic example of the bundle pricing. Now we have special event pricing. Special event pricing is what, the companies offer discount and rebates on festivals. Okay, this is what this is termed on special event. For example, on the occasion of Independence Day, on the occasion of Republic Day, or any festivals like the Dussehra, Pongal, Gudi Padwa. These are the example. This is done on the basis of festival season, which is in what, in case of off season, with the intention to pull as many as customer as possible. Okay, cash rebates are being provided. The consumer provides a good companies wise automobile sector, electronics industry, cellular industry, this here special event pricing is generally used. Then loss leader pricing. Loss leader pricing often help the retailer to and the supermarkets to reduce the price of a well-known brand with the intention to have an additional store traffic. For example, Jio has also adopted this loss leader. It has moved away all the companies, all the other telecommunication brands when it has come. So this is loss leader pricing, where for 6 months he has provided its network free of cost all over the India, and later on it tries increasing. Then this strategy, the retailer try to compensate their margin loss. Okay, here losses to compensate the losses. This strategy is being adopted from the additional sale achieved from additional customers. Okay, generally this type of strategy is opposed by the manufacturer because they can dilute the image of his brand. Okay, this is generally loss leader pricing is used by what? Used by the retailers, not by manufacturer, because from the manufacturer points his opinion is what ki it will dilute the image of the brand. Okay. There is low interest financing nowadays. Especially the cellular companies are offering easy EMI schemes with less rates of interest, and as to boost the sale of the mobile set. Okay, here high costly mobile phones are being sold at EMI. This is an example of low interest financing. Then warranties and services warranty and service contract, the companies offer the extended warranty and free services of the product to the customers. And psychological discounting, this is also this type of promotional pricing is very much visible days. Under this strategy, what generally happens, the company artificially set the high price of the product. Okay, first the company will artificially set it will be not actual, but it will be just it will say that the price is high and then offer it as a substantial saving. For example, generally in case of mobile booking air tickets of different airlines, the price which is available is actually high, which is artificially, but they provide different savings with the help of paying some paying discounts if we use different payment methods. Okay, this is what psychological discounting. Then we have cost plus pricing. Cost plus pricing is what? It's one of the simplest pricing method wherein the manufacturer calculates the cost of production. Here manufacturer will calculate the cost of production and add a certain percentage of markup to realize the selling price. Okay, the markup will be a percentage of profit calculated on the total cost, that is fixed cost and variable cost. The markup will be calculated on both fixed cost and by considering both variable cost and fixed cost. For example, if the cost of production for the product is 500 with a markup of 25%, then the selling price will be calculated as the selling price. This is the formula you must remember, that cost of production plus cost of production into markup percentage divided by 100. Selling price will be 500 plus 500 into 0.25 is equal to 625. Okay. So firms earn profit of 125, profit selling price, cost price minus. This is general formula just they have given. Then we have markup pricing. Markup pricing is about, it is the pricing method is the variation of cost plus pricing, wherein the percentage of markup is calculated on the selling price. Here the markup percentage will be calculated on the selling price. Markup price, unit cost whole divided by 1 minus desired return to sale. Here markup price is explained here. Markup pricing is about markup on discount. Calculate direct cost and then add an amount to cover the indirect cost. Okay, this method is widely used in retailing. Here this markup pricing is basically used in retailing. For example, buying price of an item cloth, then markup of 200% on buying in price and selling price 8 plus 16 equal to 24. Now we have some product mix pricing strategy. Okay, first is what? Product line pricing. Product line pricing, where we setting price steps between the line items. Okay, then optional product pricing. Optional product pricing means here option is placed. Okay, pricing optional or accessory products. For example, mobile and keyboard and mouse. This can be an example of optional product pricing. Then captive product pricing. Captive product pricing is what? Pricing the products that must be used with the main product. For example, if you are using a laptop, you will need a charger and a either you can say a wireless keyboard you will need. So this for setting the price for the keyboard or the charger for the laptop or its new battery, you can use the captive product pricing. Then byproduct pricing. Byproduct pricing, pricing low value byproducts to get the rid of them. When a company has some products in a company are about which are not getting sold, so to sell such type of products, company uses byproduct pricing to get rid of them. And if even though if it earns some losses, it will not consider it. Then product bundle pricing. Product bundle pricing means what? Price bundles of product, so which when a bundles are sold together. Then we have segmented pricing strategies. Segmented pricing strategy include customer segment pricing. For example, in case of airlines, the prices of business class is different and the prices of economy class is different. So here what? Customers are segmented on the basis of on the demographic factor income, and here they have made the business class and economy class. Then product form pricing. Product form pricing is basically based on what? It is basically based on versions. Then location pricing. For a particular location, the prices will vary. For example, in Kashmir, the prices of the apple will be lower, but in some states like Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, here it's very far and transportation cost is involved, so their prices can be high. Okay, and then time pricing. Time pricing is which is proportional to time. For example, prices of cooler will be high because it's a season. So here or air conditioner is high, but if you are if you will buy in the winter season, the prices will be low. This is called time pricing. Then we have target return pricing. Target return pricing in this kind of pricing method, firm sets the price to yield a required rate of return. Here company has to yield the proper required rate of return on its equipment from the sale of goods and services. For example, if soap manufacturer invested 1 lakh in the business and expects 20% ROI 20,000, then the target return price is given by target return price is equal to unit cost plus desired return into capital invested divided by the unit sales target return. Okay, this formula is important. Then we have perceived value pricing. Perceived value pricing is what? In this pricing method, the manufacturer decides to price on the basis of consumer perception. Here customers perception is considered, and according to which the prices are fixed. Okay, here the goods and services both will be considered according to customer perception. All the elements such as advertising, promotional role, additional benefits, then product quality and the channel of distribution, etc., that these all factors influence the consumer perception. Okay, customer buy Sony products. Sony product despite less price products are available in the market. Why? Because the Sony company follows the perceived pricing policy. Okay, herein the customer is willing to pay extra for better quality. Here focus is about customers perception, quality and durability of the product. Then we have value pricing. One earlier we have seen the in previous slide, this is perceived value and this is what only value pricing. Value pricing, under this pricing method companies design the low priced products. Okay, low priced products are designed by the company and maintain high quality offering. Here offering will be of high quality. Here the prices are not kept low. Here prices will not be low, but the product is re-engineered. Here modification of product is done to reduce the cost of production. Here focus will be on cost reduction by mode of what? By mode of re-engineering or by mode of manufacturing, and to maintain the quality simultaneously. Okay, for example, Tata Nano is the best example. Nowadays it's not available in the market, that's another point, but Tata Nano is the best example of value pricing. Despite several Tata cars, the company designed the car with necessary features at low price and lived up to its quality. Okay, so this is the value pricing. Then we have going rate pricing. Going rate pricing, in this pricing method the firms consider the competitor's price, okay, competitor's price as a base, determining the price of its own offering. Generally these prices are more or less or same as that of competitor. Okay, here prices will be set according to competitor and according to market trend. For example, in a oligopolistic industry such as steel, paper, fertilizer, this going rate pricing is used. Then we have auction type pricing. Auction type pricing, auction type pricing, this type of pricing method is growing popular with the more usage of what here usage of internet. Auction type pricing is being used. Okay, several online sites like eBay, Quicker, OLX, etc. provides a platform. Here customers are being provided a platform to buy or sell the commodities. There are three types of auctions. Okay, one is English auction, another is Dutch auction, and third is sealed bid auctions. You need not to go in deep, but you should remember that these three popular auction pricing strategies are being used. Then next is differential pricing. Differential pricing is what this pricing method is adopted when different prices to have to be charged from the different group of customers. Okay, for example, which involves some sort of discrimination. Okay, here different prices will be charged from different group of customers. The prices can also vary in respect to time. This also carries some features of the time pricing or area or product form. Okay, the best example of differential pricing is what? Mineral water. The price of mineral water varies in hotels, at railway stations and retail stores. Then we have geographical pricing. Here pricing will based on what? Physical location. Here as the distance increases from the point of production, the cost of the product increases. Okay, the main points kept to be considered in the geographical pricing is what? Point of production pricing strategy, then uniform delivery pricing strategy, zone pricing, and threat absorption pricing strategy. Then we have at last we have predatory pricing, which is an illegal way. Here the predatory pricing is about lowering the prices by a company specifically to put rival firms out of the business. Here the company which are competing with it, the firm particularly lower down its prices to such extent where another company should get out of the market. By eliminating the competition, the company edges closer to becoming a monopoly. Here the company's intention is what? The firm intention is to achieve a monopoly advantage, a privileged position in the market dominance that could be enabled to fix prices and concurrently the natural laws of the supply and demand. So predatory pricing is generally what? It is illegal, and here company lower its prices to a large extent, which is not permissible. So that's all for today's session. I hope you might have got all the pricing strategy. So thank you That's all for today's session. Tomorrow onwards we will begin with the strategic management portion. If you enjoyed the video, just hit the like button.